everybody, this is Leah from Elwood Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how you can use the Libby app to download ebooks and audiobooks. I'm doing this on my iPhone, but you can do this on your iPad, on a tablet, on a Kindle if you have a Kindle, or any other smartphone that you might have. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I'm connected to Wi-Fi, which I am, because it's going to go much faster for me if I have Wi-Fi at home. If you don't have access to Wi-Fi or if there's a problem with it, then you can feel free to go to Elwood Public Library, and in our parking lot we have free Wi-Fi available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So my app store is the bottom right hand corner. It's that little A looking thing. Yours might look different if you don't have an iPhone, but I'm going to click that and download this app. Let me show you what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and click Libby. It's Libby, and hit the first one. The first thing that popped up is an ad. It says ad on there, it's blue. You can go ahead and ignore that. The second one though is Libby. So I'm gonna go ahead and download it by clicking that arrow with the cloud. And because I'm on Wi-Fi, it's gonna go pretty fast for me. There we go. I'm gonna hit open. Okay, so Libby's very easy to use. It asks you questions, but you do need to know your library barcode number and your library password to have access to it. If you don't know either of those things or your card is expired, please email reference@elwoodlibrary.org and a staff member will get back to you and we can get you a library card and update your password for you. But I do have a library card, so I'm gonna go ahead and click yes, I do have a library card. Okay, the second page is just saying, how do we want to find the library? I'm just going to search for a library. It's the second option. And I'm going to type in Elwood. Okay, so the first one that pops up is us. Nebraska might pop up first, but just make sure you're clicking the right library. It's the one in New York. I'm going to click it. And then it's just saying, is this where you want to use your library card? So yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and click Elwood Public Library. This is where you would plug in your library barcode number. Again, if you don't have access to that, email reference@elwoodlibrary.org and we can help you out. I'm going to type mine in. Okay, and hit next. This is where the password comes in. I'm going to do it quickly. Okay, if you don't know your password, you can also click that Here's Some Help button. Because your email address should be attached to your library barcode number, they will email you and help you set up a password via your email. But it might just be easier for some of you to email reference@elwoodlibrary.org and we can help you. I'm going to go ahead and hit sign in. Okay, perfect. So now my library barcode number is connected to Libby. Just so you know, it says right on the card, you can have 7 loans out at once or place holds on 5 items, but we'll get back to that. I'm going to hit next. Okay, so this is Libby. So the bottom left-hand corner, that library button, if you click that, that's just this home page. This is where you would search for books and set your preferences. So if you hit preferences, there's a lot of things you can do. Let's say you only want ebooks. You can go to Format and select Books, and it's not going to show you any audiobooks. Or vice versa. If you only want to listen to books, you can hit Audiobooks, and there it is. Or let's say you wanted just children's books or YA books. You can go ahead and set those preferences here. So what I'm going to do is I'd like to show you how to use this and connect it to your Kindle, because that's a little bit more complicated. And then we can go back and I'll show you how to do it just on this app itself. So I'm actually going to go down, and I've tried this before, so I know that Diary of a Murderer, even though I don't think I'd actually read that book, it's a little too intense for me. I'm going to go ahead and click it and show you what that looks like when we want to download it to our Kindle. I do want to point out that purple book, The Miracle of Mindfulness, it has little headphones on it. That's an indicator that you have it available as an audiobook. If it doesn't have those little headphones, it's an ebook. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for things. But I'm going to go ahead and select Diary of a Murderer. Perfect. So I'm going to hit borrow. Okay, So this page is saying you are borrowing Diary of a Murderer for 14 days. Now, if I click that, I can actually change it to 21 days if I want to. Some new books, you might not have that availability. Some very new books might only be available for 7 days, but it will tell you. If you try to change it, it just won't let you if it's new. But I can change it to 21 days. That's what I'd prefer. So I'm going to hit borrow. Perfect. So I'm going to hit open book, and it's going to give me a few options. I can read it on the app itself, which I might want to do if I'm reading it on an iPad. You can download this app onto your iPad just the same as an iPhone, or I can do it on Kindle. If you have a Kindle at home, a lot of people prefer to do it that way. So I'm going to ahead and hit Kindle. It's on the left-hand side. Okay. It's going to automatically connect me to my Amazon account because Kindle is an Amazon product. So you do need to know your Amazon login information in order to have access to your Kindle, but I do know that. So that's something you might have to set up before you get started. So I'm going to plug in my email address and my Amazon password, which hopefully my coworker can block out. Okay, I'm going to hit sign in. Okay, perfect. So I don't have a Kindle, but I do have an iPad that has the Kindle app. If you have a Kindle, it should already be connected to your Amazon account. So let's say I had a Kindle, it would say deliver to Leah's Kindle. That's the only option I have on here. You would hit get library book, and then actually if you have Wi-Fi at home, it would automatically connect you. They would sync up. So if you want to give that a try, just go through this process and then give it a second. And when you go onto the Kindle, or if you go on your Kindle app on an iPad, then they should have synced up and you'll have it available for you. I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you what you would do if you don't. So it's just downloading. Again, it went quickly for me because I'm on Wi-Fi. So now I can hit open book. And here's the book itself. Perfect. So now I would scroll left and right just like I would a regular book. You can go to the different table of contents and click on a specific chapter. It's just the same thing. On the phone, it's a little small. Some people don't prefer that, but some people do. Now to go back, if you click the very top of your screen and hold it, there's a back button. Or you can go ahead and the thing in the middle, that guy, that's holding your page. So you can do that. And the next time you close out of the app and go back into it and want to read the book, your page will be saved. I'm going to hit back. Now, to access everything that I've already done, you would just click shelf. So this is the things you're reading now. I don't have any holds, but let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go back to library, going to click it twice to go back to the home page. My go-to is To Kill a Mockingbird. Can't spell. I'm going to click that. And I just want to show you what placing a hold looks like. So this second item is the actual book itself, and it's not available, so I have to place a hold on it. Because your email is attached to your library card, you'll be notified via email when something is available to you. So I'm going to go ahead and place hold. And if I scroll down, it's going to actually tell me how long my wait time is. It might be a few days, it might be 2 weeks, it might be longer, but I'm going to hit place hold. Perfect. So now I can go back to my bookshelf, which is where I'm going to see everything, and go to holds. And there it is. It's telling me it's 2 weeks. And if I hit manage hold, I can go ahead and cancel the hold. Cancel. There we go. So that's a huge bulk of the Libby app. And again, you can change the format here. You can do all sorts of things. The main thing is this library button on the left. This is where you actually search for the books, and your bookshelf is where you find things that you've already checked out. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at reference@elwoodlibrary.org, and we'll be happy to help you. Please stay safe and take care.